Realty One Group's howtodorealestate.com listing agreement, page 3. On page 3, we're going to start off with the required disclosures that are necessary for the seller in a listing agreement. The first is that the seller provide a seller's real property disclosure. If there's any subject of a construction defect claim, a form needs to be provided. And also if the home was built before 1978, a lead-based paint disclosure. Seller also on line 100 acknowledges a receipt of the residential disclosure guide, so please make sure your seller initials here. Item 9, indemnification. The seller agrees to indemnify us, the agent, and Galvar for any litigation. Number 10, fair housing. We abide by all fair housing rules. Number 11, this is the disclosure that the property is or is not located within a common interest community, CIC. If so, have the seller complete the following: the name, the telephone number. If they don't have the telephone number, you can easily provide that for them as well. And the seller is or is not current on their dues and assessments. They will provide, and I think this is important right at the time of the listing on line 122, that the seller acknowledges that they agree to obtain and provide at the seller's expense the information required as per NRS 116, the CC&Rs, the homeowner's package, and delivery to the buyer. This, if you explain that right up front in the listing to the seller that they will pay at their expense for this at the buyer, and it needs to be ordered the day that the offer is accepted. That way it just reduces the confusion when there's so much going on once the offer has been accepted. Special assessment, item 12, that the property is or is not subject to special government such as a SID or a LID, and if so, what the balance is and the payment amount, and whether it's monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Item 13, that the seller does or does not authorize a for sale sign. And item 14, the last on the page, that the key box is authorized or not authorized. Once the seller is completed, they'll sign at the bottom.